boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Well, good morning, grand rising, buenos dias, arriba. No, that's the wrong word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's right, Queen Diamond Bakes. Get them likes up. What's going on? How y'all doing? Happy, what to say? What it is? Wednesday. Rumble Squad, we up tonight. Gang. Rumble Gang, we up tonight. I'm losing track of the days, girl. Rumble Gang, we up tonight. Okay. Make sure y'all pull up on Rumble. Okay, we up tonight. Get up. Y'all should be up by now. But yeah, girl, what's going on? Yes, it is a hump day. I hope you guys hump if you like. Okay. What else? What else I wanted to see? Rumble Gang, we up tonight. I'll probably go live for a little bit this evening just to get the Rumble Squad, turned or whatever the case may be. Yeah, we got some things going on, y'all. Oh, I'm going to Mexico in 2 weeks with my daughter. I told y'all in 2 weeks I'm going to Mexico, and they got these pyramids that I want to go see. But the tour is like a 12-hour tour, and I don't want to spend 12 hours. I just don't. I don't want to take my whole day to do a tour. And let me show y'all the Mexico. I mean the pyramid. Hold on. All right, I think I got it. Hold on. I want to go see this pyramid so bad, but I don't want to go on this tour because I feel like if I go on this tour, it's gonna be 12 hours. That's too much time out of my day, right? But then I feel like, okay, well, get a Uber or something and go by yourself. But then I was like, what if they bring me to the cartel? You know what I'm saying? Girl, I'm scared. Look, I won't go see it. I won't go see it. What y'all think? Now y'all know, my mother's tribe, my mother's lineage or ancestry tribe is from the landmass of what is now Mexico, right? The region. Thank you, Queen Rain, for being a member for 2 months. It's worth it sipping the hot tea. They say it's worth it. I won't go see it, but I don't want to spend no 12 hours, girl. That's too much. 12 hours, girl. Who got time for that? Everybody saying it's worth it. So okay. They say don't go by yourself. See what I'm talking about? They say it's in Mexico. 12 hours? It's worth the 12 hours. They're gonna lie about half of the stuff. That's a whole day. It's a what they be talking about all day, girl? What is that to talk about for 12 hours? Girl. What is that to tell me for 12 hours? Girl. Oh, you going to the Etowah, Georgia Mounds? Ooh. Go with a tour guide, 12 hours. If I go, as soon as we get to the pyramids, I'm leaving. But I don't know how I'm going to leave. How I'm going to get, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's too long, man. 12 hours, girl. I don't even want to be at work for 12 hours. I don't even want to be, girl, 12 hours. Yeah, they feed you. They feed you. Most of them tours, they stop and feed you. Now I know my daughter ain't gonna want to go no 12 hours doing this. I already know. I already know my daughter ain't gonna want to do it. I already know. Man, 12 hours. Right, grape tea. 12 hours is crazy. Y'all sound, man, look, don't do that now. That right, Bree, it's a lot. Y'all don't do that because y'all gonna sit up there and you know what I'm saying? And make me commit 12 hours. And I don't feel like I have that in my soul, you know. We got a birthday, Moody Moan. You'll be able to walk up the steps and peek inside and stand at the top of the pyramid. It looks beautiful from the top of the pyramid. Dang, y'all don't know nobody who could just bring me around now? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know nobody who could bring me around now? Who in here speak of their English? Now, I was just talking about the Mexicans. They really ain't gonna find nobody. Mm-hmm. Girl, 12 hours? 12 hours? Girl. Whew. I'm in a conundrum because listen, if we gonna get to the birthday from Moody. Hold on, Moody, we got you. Hold on. This is the conundrum I'm in. I really want to go. I want to go. I want to be at this pyramid. I feel like I need to be at this pyramid. Look, matter of fact, Top Cats be going to this pyramid. Oh, they going to Mexico this weekend, I think. I'm going in 2 weeks. Man, look. I want to go. I feel like it's calling me, but them 12 hours is pulling me back. Look, I want to go. I feel like the ancestors is calling me, but every time I think I look at the tour guide and they say 12 hours, this the other side of my brain.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
You know what I mean? No cap. I want to go. I feel like one side of my brain saying, girl, just go down there to the thing. And then the other side saying,
Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
12 hours, girl. Lord. We must be going 3 in the morning. We must be going at 3 in the morning. Girl. This is crazy. This is insanitary at this point. You know what I mean? Look into hiring a driver. That's what I might do. Cause I don't need all that. What all they gonna talk about, girl? I'll discuss it. 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. By the time I get back, girl, the day gonna be gone. I'm scared. I'm scared. What if I go on the tour, right? What if I go on the tour and by the time we get to the pyramid, I get me an Uber? Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to it, y'all. I feel like I need to do it for us, for me, for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, anywho's, I was just wondering, but I want to go see this. I really do. But nevertheless, you guys, we have a birthday. Moody, it's your birthday. Moody, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Moody. What if I catch the bus? I could catch the bus. Do the bus go around now? We'll discuss it. Moody, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Moody. You guys drop them cakes down in the Chizette for Moody's birthday, okay? And everybody else who's celebrating the birthday today, happy birthday, Fat.
Happy birthday. Happy
All right, all right. We got Miss Kiki B, Moody, and Latoya Walker. Happy birthday to all of you guys. Happy birthday. Okay. Happy birthday to all of you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day today. Yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Thank you, Keisha Paul, for the super chat. She says, no, Vu, it's too dangerous. It is. Girl. I might see if I could I don't know. See, I remember when I went to Mexico, we had caught a cab. This is a little quick story time. We had not Mexico, Puerto Rico. The first time I went to Puerto Rico, we caught a cab, right? No, Uber. That's when they first started doing Uber out there. They just started it, girl. And it was me and like six of my friends, and we got it. No, it was like four of us. We got in this cab. I mean, it's Uber, and girl, the cab driver was following us. Girl, the cab driver was following us, and the man was like, they beefing with them because the Uber people was taking over the cabs. Okay, so the man was getting scared. The Uber driver, I never forget, his name was Carlos from Puerto Rico. I'm still friends with him on Facebook to this day. And girl, Carlos was like, we need to pull into the fire station. And I'm like, the fire station? We need to pull into the police station. Girl, we was on a high speed chase. All I know, we get to the fire station. You think the cab driver be scared? You know what I'm saying? You think the cab driver be scared and just pull off? Shoo, girl, that cab driver got out that car and damn near choked my Uber driver out, girl. Almost choked him out, and I was saying, "Policia, policia!" Girl, I'm screaming out the window for the police. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the cab driver, after he choked out Carlos, girl, Carlos got back in the car and called the police, girl. And the police came around there. Girl, and was like, "Oh, okay, we'll go look for him." Then he want to come and try to flirt with me, talking about, "Hey, hello." Now I ain't gonna lie, he was cute. He was giving Ricky Martin tease. You know, when he was first coming out, the cute Ricky Martin. You know, he was giving, cute, salsa tease. And I was about to fall for it, but then I thought about it. I said, "This Negro, no, sir, this is an emergency." So, girl, he was like, "I'm gonna follow y'all back to y'all Airbnb." So we get back to the Airbnb, girl. He jumping out the car talking about, "So you want to hang out later?" No, sir. You are here to serve and protect. Now I ain't gonna lie, he was fine, and their pants be tight too out there. Their police pants. Ooh, girl, he was fine. He was fine. I ain't gonna lie. Later on that night, I got a little looker in me, and I thought about calling him. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I did. I thought about calling him because he had gave me the number, and I told him, all right. You know what I'm saying? But then I said, no, I ain't gonna do that because at the time I was with somebody or whatever the case may be. But yay, I really was thinking about hitting him up. You get that liquor in you, you just be like, you don't come over here, But I ended up not doing it, thank the Lord, because I'm a faithful servant and a faithful woman. Okay, I am a one man woman. Okay, so yeah, I didn't call him, but that was my time. But the moral to the story, that's where I was going with it. So we ended up because Carlos was scared, girl. Carlos was scared. Carlos was like, "I don't know if I can drive the Uber." I said, "Oh, Carlos, what we gonna do?" So what we did was we put together our money and we paid Carlos to be our personal driver for the whole 5 days we was there. And it was so convenient, girl. Carlos was up early in the morning, girl. I think we gave Carlos like $300. That's a lot of money in pesos, bitch. Okay, that's a lot of money in pesos. I don't know if you know that. Okay, girl, we gave Carlos them $300. Carlos, listen to me and listen to me good. Girl, the excursions, we paid for Carlos to come on the excursion. Girl, Carlos was our little, don't make me go get the picture. Matter of fact, let me go get the picture. Y'all think this is a real story. I don't be telling y'all no lies. Let me go get the picture. Hold on. Cause what y'all not gonna do is play with no me. Hold on. Go and get the picture. Ain't got it. Ain't got it. Girl, watch when y'all see Carlos. Girl, Carlos was so scared, girl. But we had to pay for Carlos to come on a trip, girl. Carlos was with us on the trip. That's me on the end in the black, girl, in the black. You see what I'm saying? That's me on the end in the black. That's Carlos in the middle. That's my home girls. Okay? We had to pay for girl. Carlos was scared, girl. We gave Carlos them $300, girl. Carlos was calling us. Get up. Y'all ready to go? You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready to go? Carlos, look at Carlos. Carlos look like he had a good time? And everywhere we go, all of the Puerto Rican men was like, telling him he lucky in Spanish and whatnot, and da 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 da, type tease, girl. Yes, oh yes, yes, ma'am. Carlos was our personal driver. Now, the moral to the story is, I need me a Carlos in Mexico. Okay, yeah, girl. Carlos had what you call him? He had followed me on Facebook, and we've been friends ever since. That was 2016, I think. That was the first time I went. 2016. Did it too late. Look, Carlos, everywhere we went, Carlos, ladies and girl, all the Spanish people were saying, oh, whatever they be saying, and then we be like, what they said? It was like, you lucky guy, beautiful, beautiful, blue. He was telling us what they were saying. That's me on the end in the black shorts. Cause see the way my little fupa work, I can't wear like what them girls got on. So that's me. I be having to wear the shorts for the two piece. So that's me in the black on the end. Okay. That's me in the black. Is that the Catalina in the back? I don't know. I don't remember, girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's me in the black on the back, on the side. But Carlos, and we tipped him again when we left. Carlos, any excursion we went on because we wanted Carlos to be with us, we just paid for it. We just paid for it, girl. That was a time. So y'all know I don't be lying to y'all. I got receipts for everything I see. Okay, I have receipts. Show me the receipts. I got receipts, and there go Carlos. So yeah, that was about to whip Carlos' ass out there. I ain't gonna lie. They was about to beat this man. Got up the girl. First of all, you ever seen people talk Spanish and get into it? Y'all ever seen people in Spanish get into it? Girl, it's the scariest thing on earth. You be thinking it's two El Chapos, girl. For real, you don't know if they gonna pull out a machete. In America, a nigga might pull out a blicky, at least you can run. Girl, you don't know if he got a machete. You don't know what he gonna come out with. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, girl, I was so scared in the back of the car. I was so scared. Girl, if y'all ain't never seen two people speaking Spanish get into it, ooh, girl, it's the scariest thing. They was gonna whip Carlos' ass. Girl, that man was about to beat the dog crap out of Carlos. Do you hear me? I was saying, Carlos, policia, policia. Girl, them people were saying, girl, if you don't get your ugly. Girl, them people say, if you don't get your ugly from around here, girl, them police wasn't worried about no Carlos. Ain't it aggressive, KK? Girl, them people wasn't worried about no Carlos. Carlos over there speaking in Spanish, telling them, doing the gesture, how he was getting choked out. Girl, that police was saying, oh, okay, hey, hello, ladies. Girl, if you don't check on Carlos, sir, we didn't call you over here for that. Check on Carlos. Girl, that's why we had to protect Carlos. One thing about black women, we protect everybody, huh? Why we like that? We protect everybody, girl. But yeah, girl. It was a time. Poor Carlos. They was about to whip his ass, though. I said, Carlos, we can't put you back out there. We can't do it, Carlos. They gonna get you. And Carlos was saying, I know. I said, Carlos, you hang with us. You gonna be with us. You gonna be with us from here on out. You just come be with us. Yeah, the police here wanted some cakes, and he was fine. I ain't gonna lie. He had a good tan because he was one of them clear ones, but you could tell he'd be like outside in the sun. You know, let me say this: when you go to Puerto Rico, Mexico, when you go to the Caribbean islands or anywhere that's not in, hey, shout out to Twitter, Twitch, and Rumble in here. When you go to an island, listen to me and listen to me good. That's not in America. The sun hit different. I hope y'all know that the sun hit different. So, for instance, in Georgia, the sun be wanting to tear my skin apart. But in Mexico, it give me that even brown skin. Rub against my brown skin. It give me that, ooh, that tone be hitting. You know what I'm saying? And so when the conquistadors, when they be out there, girl, and they be in that sun, it make them, I ain't gonna lie, it be giving caramel, light skin caramel though. You know what I'm saying? It give a different type of caramel, but yet and still caramel. It be looking good. I ain't gonna lie. And when he had his hair combed real nice and it was slick to the back, like he had put some gel in there. He was a fine man. I ain't gonna lie. He was fine. But I didn't like the fact that he wasn't checking on Carlos. We didn't call you out here for this. Go get Carlos. Okay? Poor Carlos. We had to protect Carlos. We had to protect Carlos, girl. Black women, our job is never done, huh? Even on vacation, we protect us. But I'm about to be between next week and the week after. I mean, and next month or 2 weeks, and then a month after. Well, no, 2 weeks, and then the first week of September, I'm gonna be an island gal. I'm an island gal. I'm about to be an island gal. Sure is and is. What's up? What's up? Shout out to four dark skinned girls hanging together. You know, pretty ones too. Pretty bitch. What's up? And is pretty, pretty melanin, pretty chocolate. Pretty chocolate. Girl, Carlos was over there playing, girl. Carlos was over there playing, though, girl. Yay. But anyways, girl, yeah, I don't be lying to y'all when I be telling y'all what's going on. I be telling y'all the truth. Y'all don't be believing me. I'm gonna start having to put up the receipts, girl. Show me the receipts. Thank you, Lady Treyway, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Thank you, TT Rochelle, for being a member for 3 months. He wanted to cha-cha with you, Vu. Of course he did. Of course he did. But I ain't gonna lie, having that personal driver, it hit different because they bring you places where the tourists don't go. You know what I'm saying? So we went to restaurants that tourists don't go to. He was just fire with it. Thank you, Danielle, with the 3 grandkids, for being a member for 4 months. Good morning, beautiful, and good morning, my Acorn family. Acorn will stand up. Yeah, I'm short, Erica. I'm 5'4" and a half. And a half. Please don't forget the half. You know how Wayne said Weezy F baby. Don't forget the baby. 5'4" and a half. Don't forget the half. Make sure you're on that part, that particular part. 5'4" and a half. That's how short, that's how tall I am. How was the New Orleans trip? Where was nephew Saint? Okay, so Saint was with his gammy. He stayed in Georgia, and the New Orleans trip was a time. Do you hear me? The New Orleans trip was a time, girl. We had a great time. We was in there, doing little 1-2 yin yings type teas. My best friend, I told her I gained 3 pounds going to play with New Orleans. Never again. Never again. Never again. My best friend had me going to eat. She want to eat oysters. She want to eat this. I was doing good. I told her, she said, well, if you gain 3 pounds over the weekend, I'm scared because I've been there for 4 days. I said, girl, no, never again. Never again. She want to eat oysters here, brunch there. I don't be eating like that every day. Brunch here, oysters there. What else she want? Girl, that girl be want to eat all type of stuff. But anyways, yay. What's going on, Topcast, with your fine ass? Topcast, no, he fine. I seen them pictures. I be peeping in the bushes. Topcast, you know you fine. What's going on? He said, hey, Voodoo, quick question. Can you cook etouffee? I'm trying to see something. And can. I sure can. Yes, I can. How Obama was saying, yes, we can. Yes, I can. I absolutely can and will. I can cook etouffee. I can cook Creole. I can cook gumbo. I can cook jambalaya. I can cook whatever it is you like. Let me tell you something. I've been cooking for a long time. As you can tell with my running I've been doing, I eat very good. Matter of fact, I was eating barbecue shrimp the other day. I can cook whatever you want, baby. Just ask and you got it. Full course meals and drinks with it. Just tell me what you're drinking and appetizers. Oh yes, New Orleans women, we love showing our love through food. We love putting our food. You know what I mean? That's how we show love. Okay, so yeah, I'll cook you up a little something, something. Of course. Thank you for the super chat, Topcast, with your fine ass. I be seeing you though. Don't act like I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them people in the bushes. Do be looking. Topcast, find it in the bitch. Topcast, I need to figure out how to get to these pyramids without spending 12 hours a day. Y'all going to Mexico? I had caught your broadcast after I left you a super chat because I was getting on the plane when I super chatted you, so I had to catch it when I got off. And I heard you say y'all going to Mexico this weekend. Are y'all going on that tour? Cause golly. I don't want to do 12 hours. I'm trying to go see them pyramids. Thank you for the super chat, Top Cats. In Bass 1127. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, you guys. Yay. How is Saint? Saint is just fine, girl. Speaking of Saint, y'all prayers up for Miss Parker's dog, Milo. Girl, he was unfortunately attacked by some dogs and was injured very badly. So please, y'all, put some prayers up for Milo in the chat. Poor Milo, I feel so bad for him. He went to the vet, so he's just healing now, and they trying to figure out if they're gonna do surgery. So y'all send some prayers up for her dog Milo. That's her child, because I know Saint is my child, and can't nobody tell me nothing different. Okay, so yeah, y'all make sure y'all put some prayers up for Milo. I never knew until I had a dog. I used to be thinking like when people go crazy behind their dogs, like these people crazy. Now that I have one, I wish somebody would. I wish somebody would play with my child. I am swinging. I am windmilling with my head up, not down. Okay. I will be windmilling with my head up. I wish somebody would play with my child. Don't play with him. That's the son I never had. hmm That's the son I never had. I don't play behind him. Thank you, Is Bree to you for the super chat. She says, I'm short too. Oh no, short gang. I'm 5'4" too. Girl, yeah, we short. We are short, girl. Little bitty girls. Little bitty girls. Yes. We call BS News Podcast. What's going on? Yeah, top fine shit. Ain't he? Ain't he? Girl, I be seeing Top Cats. Top Cats. Girl, let me leave Top Cats alone. Let me leave Top Cats alone. I am a taken woman, but if you want me to cook, call me. Y'all got to stop. Y'all really have to stop. Y'all are yeah, Top Cat shoe is fine. Yeah. Thank you. We call BS. Yes, girl, I am 5'4.5". Let's please don't forget the half. That's the part I'm talking about. It's the half. It's not the 5'4". It's light on the 5'4", heavy on the half. You see what I'm saying? Light on the 5'4", heavy on the half. Okay? Y'all got to know that part. Light on the 5'4", heavy on the half. Thank you for the super chat, legendary Top Cats. Good, because I be hungry and I like whatever you we are doing at a 2 hour pyramid tour. I can't be in the sun that long. Well, how y'all doing 2 hours? Are y'all going as a group? You don't have to super chat it. I think y'all going as your own group, because all the ones I see be saying 12 hours. I can't do it. I can't do it. I need to be there, man. I gotta be there. That's where my tribe from. Suma tribe. Big Suma. But I can't be 12 hours. Jesus. Thank you for the super chat, legendary. I got you, baby. Hit me in my DMs. I cook for you. I got people in Texas. I be down there too. I be in Texas. I'm trying. Matter of fact, in the next year, I'm trying to buy me some land out there. So yay! Shout out to Top Cat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the super chat. You picture me to be taller for real? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm a little bitty bitch. But anyways, you guys, we gotta get into this. We have to get into what we about to talk about. Hold on. You guys like the video, first of all. Do y'all need a commercial break? Let me give y'all a commercial break because y'all playing. Y'all, I don't understand y'all. Y'all know these people don't be putting me down in the algorithm for the stuff I be talking about. At least y'all can like the video. Jeez Louise. Yeah, get this commercial break up here. Hold on.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Have you or a friend liked the video? Typecast said, yeah, come to Texas. I'm going to be a yard man. Okay. And we doing a private tour. It's 2 hours. Can you send me that? Now, that's up my alley. I need a private tour. That's what I need. Voodoo Doll Podcast at gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Voodoo Doll Podcast at gmail.com. Thule, mind your business. Look at Thule. A private tour. What y'all going to do? Thule, you messy ass, bro. Go ahead on, Thule. Look at Thule messy ass. Talk about a private tour. I could hear him saying it too in my head. Thule, go lay down, please. Thule, go lay down. Thule, you got to stop now. You got to stop with all of that. You see him, huh? Girl, Thule always being messy. We talking about the pyramids and whatnot. We talking about, that's all we talking about, the pyramids. Nah, Thule, you got to stop. Thule, you got to stop now. This is the pyramid conversation we talking about. Mm-hmm. Girl, y'all is messy, girl. Y'all is tired. Let me get off here, girl. Let me get off of this. I'm asking the chat the questions the chat want to know. I know, because look, I hear them all in here. I know, I see them. Let's get into this content, y'all, because y'all taking me off my rocker. 30 minutes of nothing. I just talked about. Let's get into it. So, you guys, first of all, let me say this. We on our own. We on our own. We're on our own. We are on our own. Okay. First and foremost, let's start with this. The conscious community. The conscious community. Now, y'all know, most of y'all are probably familiar with these guys. That's Sinetta. That's where what's that boy name? Polite and Black Jesus Minister. That man funny as hell. If y'all ever watch this man, listen, he hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But look, conscious community, Sinetta is the ringleader, and he normally have like the Hebrew Israelites, the skirts. He keep them over there. Who else be over there? The Egyptologists. I know. Not what's his name used to be over there. Y'all know how I am with names. What's the boy name, girl? I was just watching him last night too. Oh, Sarai Suit and Seti. He used to be around there. He one of the Egyptologist type of people. And then they had what's the boy with the dreads? Young Pharaoh. All of them used to be over there, and even what's that boy name? The one who got the coat. He in prison. He's in prison. Nature Boy. They were the Egypt. So everybody was in groups. Now, Black Jesus Minister is in the Christian group, and then you got the Hebrew, the skirts. You got their group, and then you got the Egyptology group, and then you got the Moor group. You know what I'm saying? They yeah. Seti, Pharaoh, all them people be over there. I used to watch all of them. And let me say this, even though I can't stand the skirts, y'all know I don't like the skirts. Okay. However, I take something from every single group of those people. I always have. And it's crazy because my mama was watching them long before I have. And I remember because my mom, you know, she on the skirt side. Child, don't get me started. But anyway, I remember telling my mama, because if it ain't like pro skirts, she would always be like, well, I don't like this and I don't like that, and I'm like, that's the problem. We got to start taking little bits and pieces from every place, because you never know what you could learn from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. So, but I realized all them niggas, every single one of them was full of crap. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really heard nothing about Sarai Suit and Seti, but everybody else is full of crap. They all a bunch of nignogs waiting to acting like they're the smartest person in the room. And Sinetta is the ringleader. Now, remember, what did I tell you guys? Who do they put in charge? Who is normally in charge of the girls? Are you in charge of the girls? I'm in charge of the girls. Are you in charge of the girls? I am in charge of the girls. Who did I tell y'all they always put it in charge of the Negroes? Put it in the chat. I'm trying to see something. Put it in the chat. I'm trying to see if y'all be remembering. Who is always the leader of the of Acorn? I'll wait. I want to see who be listening. I'll wait. Maybe the chat's behind. There you go. Yep, a foreigner, half and half. There you go. Mixed or non-Acorn. Why is that important? Sinetta is a foreigner. Now, he's not a long distance foreigner. I think he said he Puerto Rican or something like that. He a Negro Rican, right? You know, that's our cousins in them. But Sinetta is a Negro Rican. You see what I'm saying? So Sinetta comes to New York. You know, that goddamn melting pot. Please don't get me started. Y'all know how I feel about that goddamn melting pot, girl.
This is Sparta!
Girl, I hate that melting pot. So yeah, he come through the melting pot of New York, and he was able to blend in. I didn't know. I did not know all these years that Sinetta was a goddamn. Listen. I didn't know. It took for some boy to come on there from FBA to call Sinetta out and was like, Sinetta, I ain't gonna lie, I don't mean no disrespect. You did a lot for the community. He was like, but at the end of the day, this ain't a problem from you. Like, this ain't your issue. This a FBA issue, you know, blah, blah, blah. And Sinetta felt the way because he was like, all the work I did. And the boy was like, yeah, I feel you on that. You did do a lot of work. But at the end of the day,
he ain't even from Acorn.
You feel me? So the boy was like, I feel you and I understand and I appreciate all the work you put in. But at the end of the day, you're not FBA. And they had people windmilling in the chat saying he is black. Because there's this ignorance, and I don't mean it in a negative way. There's this ignorance of black, so-called black Americans, that we think everybody is grouped together by skin color. And that don't go like that. That don't go like that, okay? Just because you share melanin with a person does not mean that you guys are the same. For instance, an FBA, so-called FBA, or a black American person is not the same as a Afro-Latina or an African or a Negropean. You know what I mean? We're all different. We just share a common thing, which is called melanin, right? So boom. Sinetta is the leader. He's a foreigner, but Sinetta is the leader of the conscious community. And I kept wondering. I was like, okay, I'm thinking back in the gap, right? I'm like, these niggas been debating for 30 years. What's to come out of this? And even if you get a winner from the debate, uh 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 it's just like, okay, now what? And I don't want to be one of them people like, so what's the solution? Because I hate when people do that to me. But I feel like it went around in a circle. Hey, MJ87, yes, you caught a live. Yes, you have. Oh, yes, you have. Okay, FBA support is Tariq Nasheed word. Don't get me started on that traitor. But Tariq named it Foundational Black Americans. He just took African descendants of slaves from that lady. They say she a dagger. I don't know if this is true. This is not what I say. This is what they said. They say the Ados lady is a dagger. I don't know if that's true. But they say he took the African descendants of slaves, aka Ado, and made Foundational Black Americans. But ultimately, Tariq is a paid he's a paid informant like Dr. Umar, which we'll get into here in a second. Okay. So anyways, yay. So look, I kept saying these niggas just going around in a circle. Like, what do we get? Like, what is that? It's almost like at one point before, this is before I knew he was a Puerto Rican. I say it's almost like he just want niggas going around in a circle. I remember saying, I was like, it's almost like he want niggas to just go around and around in a circle, keep everybody confused. You got a group of niggas over here think they Moors. You got a group of niggas over here think that they what's the word? They Hebrews. You got a group of niggas over here, they think that they Egyptians. You got a group of niggas over here, they think, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I was like, maybe the debates are just to keep everybody confused. That's what it's giving to me, Brianna, Puppet Master. Yeah, he a Negro Rican, Tuli. He's a Negro Rican. I'm trying to tell y'all, he said it out his own mouth. He said it out his own mouth. He's a Negro Rican. Yes. So look. So I kept saying, that's why, first of all, it's a lot of degenerate, not all of them. It's a lot of degenerate niggas in that movement, right? Of course, Lunel went back over there to Real China Doll. Y'all, I already told y'all about Lunel. She a fake ass bitch. Lunel is a fake bitch. Lunel is that's why somebody beat her ass with that goddamn peroxide and her head turned that color. Lunel is a fake ass bitch. Lunel only does what the culture feeling. If we all say, okay, it's over for Vlad for good, then she gonna jump up and be like, oh yeah. Girl, Lunel could go sit her pig lip looking ass down. I don't fuck with Lunel. And we already know Boosie was going back. He had to pay back him getting off the feds list again. And we all know allegedly Vlad is a fed. So at least Boosie gotta go. Well, but all three of them gotta go, if you ask me. All three of them gotta go. But Boosie got to go. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Boosie life depends on it. He got to go. He got to go. Like, girl, if Boosie don't go, Boosie might do 100,000 years in prison. So he has to go. Okay. Now Tariq is going because Tariq is paid by them people. Tariq is going because Tariq has to go, but not as bad as Boosie. But he got to go because Tariq, I want to show y'all another thing too. Yeah. I gotta show y'all something else too. I just thought about it. But Tariq has to go because Tariq is an agent. Tariq is an agent. If he want to maintain his money and he wanna maintain his status, he has to go. Now Lunel, I don't know why she's going. I think she's just a fake ass bitch. And I used to like Lunel. I used to like Lunel. I used to like her, but I clocked her tea a while ago. I clocked Lunel's tea, And I said, oh yeah, she one of them go along to get along, type bitches. You feel me? I'm telling you. I want to show y'all something else. But before, wait, hold on, y'all. Yeah, I got something else to show y'all. Let me say this, y'all. Let me say this. Yeah, I believe she gone for the money too. Let me say this, y'all, because this is very important. Um, you got to be mindful of these people around you. You have to be very mindful, not around you, that's talking and representing for you. Like I say, Black Americans are the only people who use celebrities for representation. Okay? Period, point blank. And a lot, even in social media, a lot of people are lying. Girl, YouTubers lie so much. Oh my god, oh my god, yes, girl, they be lying like a dog. But what bothers me about it mostly is because people really believe what is said by YouTubers. And it reminds me of the news. Like I told y'all, I don't know if I told y'all this. I was talking to my best friend cousin. She worked for the news in New York, Fox. And she talked about how they literally create scripts to get people to believe whatever it is they want to believe. But people literally rely on the news. Like, let me tell y'all something too. When people be sending me YouTube clips from other content creators, I never look at it. I never look at it. You know why? Because they be lying. They be lying. Unless it's some conscious stuff, then I look at it. But especially with gossip, they be lying, girl. So y'all gotta, even with me, y'all have to take what I'm saying and either do the research or take what resonates you and resonates with you and leave the rest where it's at. Because these people be lying. You know what I'm saying? But back to the conscious community while I'm waiting for this thing to finish editing. So the conscious community, I feel like Sinetta was put there on purpose to keep these niggas confused. It's almost like keep these niggas scatterbrained. That's all. I believe that. I believe that because although Sinetta has done things in the community in New York, I never take that from Sinetta. I think that Sinetta is extremely hardworking and vigilant and everything. But honestly, I think he was put there to do just what he did. We lost 20 years fucking around with Sinetta. Think about it. Think about it. Because Sinetta has so many groups, like nothing. It's not like he will be like, okay, let's maybe find a resolve. Let's come to the table and do something, to where we can find, like, maybe if we put a piece of this and a piece of that together, maybe we can come up, with something. It was never that. It's just always debate, debate, debate. And let me tell you something. Dr. Jabari, what's his name is? Yeah, Dr. Jabari is the worst of them all. Do you hear me? Now, in my opinion, I believe allegedly that he is a damn informant. He's an agent. I don't care what nobody said. Go argue with your mom. See that Dr. Jabari? And this the worst part, because Black people think that degrees make you extremely intelligent. They just listen to whatever he say. That man just be saying anything. Girl, Dr. Jabari is the most disingenuous person on the conscious community or in the conscious community. Facts. 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 Nikki, you must have came in late. We talking about Sinetta. Sinetta's not Acorn. He's Puerto Rican. I'm from Harlem and 125th. Oh, ain't that where he from? It's like headquarters for the Hotep. Sinetta, the Hebrew Niggerites. Oh, I like that. The Niggerites. and the Nation of Islam all congregate in one space and they do nothing for the community. But that's what I'm saying. There's a reason that that happens, okay? Because it keeps everybody separated and scattered out. Think about it. Now, me as a person who who's not who don't have a dog in a fight, I listen to Young Pharaoh. I listen to Sarai Suit and Steady. I even listen to a debate with the Hebrew Israelites. I used to love listening to Polites because he used to seem to be the most educated of them all. But that damn Jabari, he is the most disingenuous person in that conscious community. It's almost like him and Sinetta work together. Now, Jabari done went down to Africa telling people they giving away land so people can go to Ghana. His whole thing is go to Ghana. And when you try to tell him about the DNA testing being fake, he don't want to hear it. Man, look. Let me tell y'all something. There's a reason that community blew up, and I don't mean like in a good way. There's a reason that community is dying out. It's dying out. Guess who else come from the community? Guess who else come from that community? Dr. Umar. Come straight right through the conscious community. Right through the conscious. Haas got his start through the conscious community too. Cause I ain't gonna say the conscious community, really Sinetta. Really Sinetta. What happened to Pharaoh, girl? Pharaoh was hanging around them clear people, and he ended up leaving his his ex-wife or whatever, and he ain't been right ever since. I don't know. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Haas get on my nerves with his thick ass arms, but sometimes I watch Haas. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes he blow me. I ain't gonna lie, because he very hypocritical. But Haas do good content. I give him that. He do good content. Who this is? Girl, who this is? Girl, bye. Yeah, Polite was, I ain't gonna lie, I used to enjoy listening to Polite. I used to enjoy it. Do you hear me? I used to enjoy it. But why is this important? We are on our own. And there's a lot of people cosplaying like us that are the ringleaders and the shepherd that are leading us as sheep astray. And Sinetta, in my belief, I believe he's one of them. I do. I believe he's one of them. And we haven't, like, it hasn't benefited not one person in the community. It hasn't. Why is this important? Hold on, I want to show y'all something. Because Dr. Umar is what we're going to talk about here. But let me show y'all this right quick before we start with that.
What makes London London?
What makes it different from the US, yeah? Like, we kind of like claim our roots a lot more. I mean, I feel like we are more kind of like culturally diverse.
Is it weird when African Americans don't know where they're from?
Yeah, strange.
It's not really our fault though.
I feel like people of ethnic race in the UK, like, we tend to bond more with other people.
Yeah. See, British Africans here get mad at me when I say I'm American. I am African American, but my granddad's been in America, so technically America's all I know.
You're an American citizen.
Do you know what you are? No, ethnically.
I don't know.
I would find that strange. I feel like I wouldn't really have a personality.
What? No, that's a hot take. You wouldn't have a personality because you don't know where you're from.
Like, I take pride in where I'm from. If we just didn't know where we was from and was just walking around saying we're British, like, we don't feel like we have a culture.
I tend to bond more over food as well. Just call yourself American, mac and cheese and greens. That's just so like...
Soul food is part of Black American culture because it stems back from the slavery days.
Let me say this. I'm so tired of these other melanated folk trying to tell us. Girl, I'm so tired. I am so tired. It just doesn't make sense. You guys eat mac and cheese and greens, and it doesn't make sense. Well, bitch, let me tell you why y'all know. First of all, let's start here. London is a melting pot. Of course you know what part of Africa you come from. You just got there, fat. You just got there. Secondly, I didn't like that the interviewer, he's trying to do what old boy be doing, Adonis, and he ain't as educated enough to do it, in my opinion. I'm talking about the interviewer. Because when that girl said, when he said, why can't we just be American? She was like, oh, well, you don't know where you come from? He was like, yeah, I don't know my ethnicity. Your ethnicity is American. Okay? Your ethnicity is American. You come from here. America is the only place that has documentation for you to see that you come from here. No other place. We have the oldest line of documentation. And the fact that people can't believe that we could just come from America is asinine. Because even we, as a culture, don't believe that we can just come from America. And it's sick because if there are black people who are original to Europe, if there are black people who are original to Africa, if there are black people who are original to all these places, why can't we be original to America? Why can't we be original? Why can't we be aboriginal to America? If there were black people that were aboriginal to Hawaii, if there were black people aboriginal to the Caribbean, and I know that because Christopher Columbus said so. If there were black people that were, why can't we be original or aboriginal to America? I don't understand that concept. And it's not just from the foreigners, it's from us too. Now I seen Professor Griff. I like Professor Griff. I seen Professor Griff on what's his name? Black Magic. I forgot the dude's name. He got a huge channel. And they were talking about who created hip hop. And we're going to get into that just for a second, too. But even in that, when they were talking about who created hip hop, he was saying that everything goes back to Africa because Puerto Ricans are Africans. And I said, I know you lying. Carlos ain't no African. Get Carlos up here. Now, he's Puerto Rican. See, that's what I be talking about. Look at Carlos. Do Carlos look like he's from Africa? Only thing I disagree with Professor Griff on is Professor Griff says in one breath that he's an Indian. I think he said Cherokee. I can't remember, Blackfoot. I can't remember. But then he turned around and said, but everything originated in Africa. Y'all got to let Africa go. Africa ain't what y'all think it is. This is Africa. Shit, quiet as it's kept. America is what Black Americans think Africa is. It literally is. America, the Americas, but North America in particular is what people think Africa is. Okay? Now, Carlos ain't no African, but that's where he lost me at when he went on there recently. I said, oh yeah, I said, yeah, Professor Griff. But again, I can't be mad at Professor Griff. You know why? Because Professor Griff holds on to Africa the same way other Black people hold on to slavery. Slavery, ooh. Slavery, ooh, slavery, ooh. I can't be mad. And the people that was in the chat trying to drag Professor Griff, I'm sitting here saying, but y'all just still sitting up there believing all Black people were slaves in the South. Y'all fighting for reparations for slavery, and your ancestors may not have even gone through slavery. So I don't think that they have the right to point the finger at Professor Griff, because just as crazy as he sounds to them about Africa, that's how crazy people be sounding to me when they talk about slavery. Like, it's crazy. It's possible that we were such a great people that we actually had wars, which is documented, and fought these people, and then we became prisoners of war. You know, typically when you become a POW, aka a prisoner of war, what happens is they enslave you. Yeah. They make you do work. They make you do things and things of that nature. But see, if with the powers that be, why would they tell you you come from something great? Why would they tell you your ancestors were builders and all these things? They want you to be defeated in the brain. They want to enslave you here. So they told niggas that we were slaves from a ship from Africa, don't know where, just West Coast, from Africa in a landmass that didn't even exist until the 1960s, for real, or at least the early 1900s. Let's go there. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas go swab their mouth and get their results back and be like, yup, I'm West African and we were slaves and I want reparations now. I be trying to give y'all receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt to show y'all, even with the girl from Egypt who said when she was taking her tour, I did this on the morning Joce. She said when she was doing her tour to try to get over here, they take classes, and they told them the only people she ever knew about before that was the red man and the white man. That's what she said. That's what she said. There go. And they literally doing it today. She knows. They took advantage of the beef between tribes. They are literally doing it today in 2024. Aren't they not taking advantage of the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake? Girl, they got the doggone not like us visuals is on the doggone Fortnite game now. That's what they do. That's what they've always done. They were messy too. They would start beef between the tribes. That's why there was an East Coast, West Coast beef. We are very tribal people. I've told you guys this. We are extremely tribal people. That's why when people get ready to fight or something, first thing they be like, girl, I'm from 56 and Crenshaw. I'm from New York. I don't play that. That was even in our music. I'm from New York, New York. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. That's why somebody from New Orleans will be like, girl, New Orleans people don't play. We are tribal people. That's who we are. That's in our nature. That's who we've always been. And what these clear folk came over here and did was took advantage of the fact that they not even cool with each other. They not even cool with each other. So you know what? I bet if we got a problem with this tribe, we go get their enemy tribe, and we make the enemy tribe, we go whisper in their ear, hey, I hope y'all know this. The Cherokees say they gonna ride on y'all in about a week or so. So now the Chickasaws is like, oh, for real? Now they beefing, and then they thinking the clear man on their side, cause they like, yeah, I got your back, yeah. As soon as they take out this small tribe, then the clear turn around and do them dirty after they get them to do it to other people. That's what they do. They've been doing that in 2024. They still do that. They did that with Biggie and Pac. What did the media do? The media started that mess. The media started that mess with Biggie and Pac. And they had the whole world divided with black people, I'm saying. They had all the black people divided because I couldn't stand New York. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't stand the East Coast. The South road with the West Side. I ain't gonna lie. I got to say that part. The South road with the West Side. And when Pac got popped, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. It's about to sound bad. But I was like, Biggie gotta go. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I was in middle school, charging to the game. When Pac got popped, I said Biggie gotta go. And did. Now, when he did go, I was crying. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I ain't cry, but I was sad, But ultimately, we roll with the West Side, girl. But that's what they do. That's what they do. Now, sorry, New York, I had to say that part. That's a real thing. I really did feel like that when they got popped. For real, I ain't lying, huh, D-Ween? Yup, Sunsets. I was like, he gotta go. He gotta go. And I don't even know these people. Yeah, the radio station pushed it. Everybody pushed it. But listen, that's what they've been doing since the beginning of time. That's what they've been doing since the very beginning of time. Back then, they didn't have media, so they did it up and personal. That's what they do. If you pay attention to what these people do and have done, you'll see that they're repetitive. They don't even change the recipe. And let me show you another example. Now, Pac ain't even from the West Coast. They say Pac was born in New York and raised in Baltimore. But this is how tribal things work, right? This is how tribal situations work. Pac went to the West Side, got signed with Death Row. And in my belief, my conspiracy theory brain, he had to do all that craziness he was doing because Suge made him do it, right? But Pac literally engulfed himself in the West Side and completely forgot about his East Coast people, his East Coast side. It was almost like they inducted him into their tribe. And after that, the old tribe is gone. You see what I'm saying? And this is the thing that would happen back then. That's why you have people who would say, "Oh, I'm mixed with, or my tribals are this." For instance, I know for a fact right now at least 3 different tribes between my daddy's side of the family. This is not even my mama's side of the family, but they would mix, they would marry, they would do things like that. So when The East Coast, West Coast beef popped off. It really was through the media, radio, all that type of stuff. And two people, two of our chiefs literally lost their lives. Even though Biggie ain't from Acorn, he was a sort of a chief over there. You know? And we lost two of our chiefs, and then now we just go back to the drawing board. They do the same thing over and over and over again. That's what them people did when they come here. That's what they did. Now, what they did in New York, I keep telling y'all, they sprinkled in all them foreigners, typically, specifically the black ones. But I want to get into them Ricans because, yay. I want to get into them Ricans because just like I said before, just like I've already thought, them people ain't messing with y'all black people in New York. New York, how y'all got so close to them Ricans? I know they live next door. And I know they lived on top of y'all, but how did y'all get that close to them Ricans? Them people didn't like y'all. They only hung with y'all because they wanted to be cool and be down. But we gonna get into it. Let me show y'all something. Now, these folk on this doggone thing is around here saying that breakdancing come from Africa. Girl, you can't listen. Everything they ever told you about how everything comes from Africa, throw it out your brain. It's actually quite the opposite. Everything comes from America. Do you hear me? Now, there's a 1959 film of some Africans rolling around in some dirt, and somebody on Instagram posted this saying, "Did you know breakdancing originated in Africa?" 1959 film. What? What? These niggas rolling around in the dirt, and you mean to tell me something that we was doing long before the 50s? Do you hear me? Long before the 50s. Now you're gonna tell me, and you should have seen the black people. Everything originated in Africa. Girl, they lied. Them people is lying. They tell you Africa is the motherland. That is a lie. If Africa was the motherland, more of them would be over there than over here. Trust and believe. If Africa had all the minerals and all of the resources they say they have, you got to know this part. Instead of most of them coming to this land, they will be there. But they got people around there saying that them people invented breakdancing again because they are trying. If you know that you are creators, the way that you instead of slaves, it wakes your mindset up, and they don't want to do that. That's what they don't want to do. That's what they don't want to do. They don't want you to have a positive outlook on who you are, because then you might start to wake up your inner consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And if you wake up that inner consciousness, you might start to look around and realize, wait a minute, these people playing with us. These people playing with us. See, that's why they keep us indoctrinated with religion. That's why your Sinettas exist with the conscious community, a whole bunch of niggas just arguing about nothing. That's why all these things are put in place. Entertainment, all these things are put in place. The music especially. They put these things in place to keep you confused and fucking all over the place. Everywhere but where you need to be. Everywhere but where you need to be. So you gotta be mindful of that. Let me read some of these super chats. I got 2 super chats I need to read. Thank you, your priestess next door, for the super chat. They love to keep Black Americans, FBA, whatever you want to call us, in their mouths. We don't worry about them, never. Acorn, stand up. That part, girl. That part. We don't never. Black American people are the only people that really mind our business. On schoolyard, unless somebody come to us with some stuff, then we'll go being stupid, talking about, oh my God, I can't believe he wants to put up a wall. Those poor people. Girl, what about the poor people in your neighborhood and your family? Don't get me started. That triggered me. But yeah, you're right. We mind our business. We literally mind our business and eat our food. Everybody be coming mess with us. If the Africans, let me say this too. If the African is the motherland, then why do they use African Americans or so-called African Americans, Black Americans, FBA, Acorn? Why do they use all us for the testing? Why they didn't test syphilis on the African? Why did they test it on the African American? Why didn't they test it? Why didn't they do the Helen, what's that lady name? With the stem cells? Why didn't they do that to an African? Why would they do that to an American? I keep telling you. Okay, the Dawn, I'm going to get it. I keep telling you, Everything they told you about Africa, they lying. They lying. Henrietta Lacks, thank you. It's poker, not pity pat. I ain't pity pat. All right, girl, you must be from New Orleans. Talking about pity pat. I love me a good game of pity pat. But look, why do you think that is? If Africa is the motherland and the very first human come from Africa, that would mean that the genes or the genetics or the everything in Africa would be stronger than American, right? If we descend from Africa, why wouldn't they be doing all of this stuff on the African and not the American? Y'all gotta wake up and start looking around. Start paying attention. It'd be right in front of our face, but I get it. The powers that be has done an amazing job by keeping us confused, keeping us looking, the major look. Y'all know how I be telling you they do the major look thing real well. But you got to start paying attention. Open your eyes. Go outside and let that sun hit you, please, for 15 minutes a day. I don't care if you go down at the in the end of the evening or if you go early in the morning. Go and let that sun hit your skin. I'm telling you, it opens up something quite different. Thank you to Don for the super chat. Why do people pretend like history isn't messy? It's not a straight line. Exactly. No one asks clear folks which part of Europe you from. England, Ireland. Exactly. Don't nobody ask them what part of Europe they from. But and that's the thing. All clear folk in America are foreigners. Let me say that again. All clear people in America are foreigners. Every single one of them, even the Mongolians. All clear people in America are foreigners. There are no clear people, not one. Let me say this again. There are no clear people, not one, who is indigenous or aboriginal to the land that they call Americans. Not one. I don't care. Put a blindfold on and just go into a sea of white people and point. Every single one of them are foreigners. Every single one of them are foreigners. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. So I don't know how, and maybe because they started through the children, but I don't know how as indigenous people, we allow foreigners to start telling us our story and we rely on them for it. We literally rely on them daily for it. It's crazy. That's how indoctrinated they got us through school and that church house. That's how indoctrinated they got us to where we literally rely on them to tell us who we are. If they don't tell us, we lost. They got people around here saying, "Oh, you listening to your grandmother? so your grandmother told you was Indian," as if my grandmother would have a reason to sit down and lie to me. What would our grandparents get out of lying to us, telling us that we something that we not? Why would all of our grandparents have the same? Think about this. Why would some of our grandparents have the same thing to say? None of our grandparents know each other, right? So, for instance, my grandmother don't know nothing about Dan Calloway. She ain't never heard of him, don't know him. My grandmother don't know nothing about Top Cat. She ain't never heard of him, never know him, don't know him. Your grandmother don't know my grandmother. My grandmother don't know Miss Parker's grandmother. Your Miss Parker's grandmother don't know Belinda's grandmother. None of us know each other, but everybody saying the same thing. Somebody lying. Somebody lying. And you got people online that was literally saying, "Oh, y'all listening to y'all grandmother? Just take the test." As if my grandmother would lie. Why is all our grandparents lying to us? Think about it. Why would all of our grandparents lie to us? It doesn't make sense. It makes absolutely no, it's not even logical. It's not even logical when you think about it. Right. Story the whole same, Tip Top. How is my story the same? And I'm from Louisiana, and as Dane's story, and he from DC. Think about it. How is my story the same as Dane Calloway? And I'm from Louisiana. My grandma ain't never been to DC. How does my grandmother and Dane's grandfather and grandparents say the same thing as my grandmother? It doesn't make, it's not logical. It's not logical. How can my grandmother and somebody who's a Geechee from Florida or from the Carolinas, how they all saying the same thing? Them people ain't never met each other. And people really on here talking about y'all listen to y'all when I seen, I was like, what? Y'all listen to your grandmother? Jabari, another one, left. Oh, so your grandmother told you a tale. Why would my grandmother lie to me? Why would she lie? What would my grandmother get out of lying to me about identity? Think about that. Thank you for the super chat, Don. I sent you a video in the 1930s of Black Americans breakdancing on TikTok. All right, I'm gonna go get it. I'm about to go get it in a second. Thank you, Manda Panda, for the super chat. When I was a kid, the kids on 103rd, New York City would say, "Don't play with me because I was only half Puerto Rican." My grandmother would go off on Puerto Rican one. New York City is rough. Oh, you a half Rican. You a half Rican, and them children ain't want to play with you. Girl, you should have beat him up. See, my grandma would have said, go beat him up. But my grandma messy. I ain't gonna lie, my grandma messy. My grandma would have said, go beat him up. Nah. And if they say something, somebody say something, come get me. Let me go get this video from TikTok. Hold on. I don't see it. I don't see it. Let me check one more time. I don't see it. I got it. Hold on. I got it. All right. I got it. I got it. Thank you, Bella B, for the super chat. She said my grandma passed at 100. Not one slavery story. Not. And look, I asked my grandmother. I asked her about her grandmother. My grandmother, 83. I asked my grandmother about her grandmother, and I said, "Grandmother, have you ever talked to your grandmother?" She was like, "Yeah, I talk to my grandmother all the time." I said, "Has she ever told you anything about slavery?" She was like, "No, we were sharecroppers." My grandmother said the first time she heard about slavery, I swear to God, God can take me right now if I'm lying. My grandma told me the first time she heard about slavery was a pamphlet at the church. On my if I'm lying, the good Lord could take me now. I swear to God. My grandma told me the very first time she heard about slavery was in a pamphlet at the church. I keep telling y'all, listen, those are the biggest indoctrination tools they have. The church. The church. The church. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. My grandmother told me, my bad, I went and got that video. My grandmother told me that the very first time she heard about slavery was through the church. She said there was a pamphlet at church when she was younger. That's what she said. No cap, y'all. No cap. My grandmother said the most the only thing her grandmother ever and my grandmother used to help her mom and them out in the fields. She said only thing I remember my grandma talking about is being sharecropping. They were sharecroppers. So if my grandmother is 83 and her grandmother doesn't have any stories about slavery via her mother or anybody else, and everybody got the same story, somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. Thank you. Stop being messy for the super chat. Never heard anything about slaves in my family. Me neither. We learned it from school. We literally learned it from school. Think about it. Think about it, you guys. Even if you haven't spoken to your grandparents, you learned about slavery at school. That's where you learned it at. In the church, in the schoolhouse, were the biggest indoctrination tools they use. Mind you, the church, that's what they come over here to bring us Jesus. We didn't want that. We fought them behind that. Now we depend on Jesus like no other. Now we depend on Jesus like no, we can't live without him. Them people come here with them ships, let me see if I still got them pictures. Them people come here with them ships, with them doggone crosses on them ships. And girl, we've been jacked up ever since. Look, I'm gonna have to take I don't know if I can take myself down. Damn, it's a background. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it. Shoot. But them people come here with them crosses on them ships. I wish I could show y'all this. They come here with them crosses on them ships. Listen to me and listen to me good. And then they gave us Jesus. Now we completely dependent on them. Yup, and all them slave movies too. Yup, Kamiko. That's what it was. Hold on. Thank you, Miss Blackfoot, for the super chat. Our grandparents are the primary sources. We call BS. Hey, girl. We call BS. I didn't know if you was a man or a woman, girl, but hey, girl. Hey, but seriously, our grandparents are the sources. They rather us go send off our DNA to somewhere, you know what I mean? And have them tell us who we are. Stop it. Okay, if I'm from this landmass, where my people at? Send me to my people. You should be able, if you can tell me that I'm from Nigeria, I should be able to go find family in Nigeria, right? You know what I'm saying? I should be able to go to Nigeria and find my people because they lying. They lying. Thank you for the super chat. Now, remind you, let me pull it back up so we can move on because I got to get in Dr. Umar's ass. Diddy. And I ain't going to say no Diddy. This is Diddy. Now, this is what they say. Look how they lie. They say Africa, breakdancing was invented in Africa in a 1959 film. Mind you, you guys be mindful. Be mindful. There is now a hip hop going to the Olympics. So that's why everybody is making stake to this claim that everybody in their mammy invented hip hop. And even the things that go along with it, like breakdances. Yeah, the Puerto Ricans around there saying that they created breakdancing. Whole time ain't a Puerto Rican or no type of Hispanic or even a what do you call it? Or even any type of Caribbean influence is in hip hop. It's just in the creation of it. It's just not. So look, these niggas is backflipping and rolling around in the dirt, and they want us to believe, you know what I'm saying, that this is where it started. And you should have seen the people in the chat. They ain't lying. Everything come out of Africa. Sure did. Sure did. Everything come from Africa. Africa, Africa, Africa. Woo, Africa. And I'm sitting here saying, man, these niggas is lost in the sauce. Look, the lie detector test determined that was a lie. We were doing this before the 30s. We were doing this before. You think them people just made that up in the 1930s? Think about it. Do you think that those people just made that up in the 1930s? Them people be lying to y'all. Them people be lying. And they had dances called the Indian step, all type of stuff. Listen. All it's in your face. It's right there. It just takes for us to look. That's all it was. It just takes for us to look. And let me say this, New York, no shade, but I gotta say this part. Shout out to Chicago, but I gotta throw y'all in there too. Chicago. Anybody and everybody knows that most of the people from Chicago, especially in the music, Chicago, Detroit, you know that area around the place. 99% of them people come from the South. Let me say that again. Chicago, Detroit, 90, I ain't gonna say 90, 99, 90% of them people come from the South, right? Now, why is this important? Most people from New York got relatives from the South. Am I lying? New York, New Jersey, y'all on here? Y'all got family from the South. Grandmother, great-grand, you know what I mean? Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it, right? So with that being said, what y'all call hip-hop, rapping, breakdancing, all of that stuff, it really originated in the South. Because when hip-hop was being so-called created in the North, I guess what we know of it as today, they were already doing that down South. They were already doing that down South. Okay? So technically, I just got to throw this part out there because I'm watching everybody talk about, oh, it was New York, it was New York, it was New York, it was the Bronx, it was South Bronx, it was East Bronx, it was this Bronx, it was that Bronx. Yo, people who was up there, they was doing what they was doing because guess what? They came from the South. So why is this important? You know what that means? Do you know what that means? INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? That means the whole thing that y'all call hip hop ain't even from New York. Guess where it's from? It's from the South. That means when I hear all these people from New York talk about, oh, it come from the Bronx, South Philly Bronx, or whatever y'all be calling. Y'all, oh, it's the Bronx, it's the boogie down Bronx. I know because I was there and I created it. I be sitting here saying,
it's survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
Now, I want somebody to stop me when I start lying. If all y'all got people, if I'm talking about the Black Americans up there, if all y'all got great grandmas and cousins and all of that from the South, that means the influence came from here. The name stays here. Listen, I don't care where she go. She can go where she want to go. But the name stays here. The name got my daddy blood on it. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? The name got my daddy blood on it. It's from the South. Facts. So technically, I mean, I don't want to bust the boogie down, bubble and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But technically, New York, y'all ain't create shit. That's them people coming from down south, going up there thinking they're gonna get a better life, found out they was living down in the slums, and then what do niggas do when they depressed? Or what do niggas do when they down? Entertain themselves, girl. So technically, it shouldn't even say it started in New York, but I will give New York the credit for this. This is what I will give New York the credit for. Look at Great Bays. Look, this what I will give y'all the credit for. The form in which we have it. You guys did do that. I'll give y'all that. But the name stays here. The name got my daddy blood on it. You feel what I'm saying? The name stays here. She can go. She can go wherever she want to go, but the name stays here. The name got my daddy blood on it. You feel me? So when y'all see this, hold on. This ain't no niggas in the South Bronx in the 30s. These niggas ain't from the South Bronx. The South Bronx, the South Bronx. Them niggas ain't from out there. Where you think these cornbread eating jumpsuit wearing niggas live? Where you think these niggas come from? Look, think about it. These niggas is doing look at straw hats, jumpsuits. Them niggas just got off work, been working 16 hours a day. They done got a few dollars. They done went down to the juke joint. They got that liquor in them, and they said, hell, we in hell anyway. We might as well have a gay old time. And look at these niggas. Do you think these niggas is coming from New York? Do you think these niggas is coming down from the boogie down? Look, somebody help me out. These niggas been in the field for 16 hours. Do you hear me? They made 35 cents a day. They went got them a bill. Them niggas sitting around with each other. They still sweating. Ain't none of them took their bath. They don't care. It's up. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas outside. Them niggas outside. Okay? So why is this important? New York, I love y'all down to the ground. But we know they ain't come from y'all because y'all ain't got no grass and no trees. Why would they be having this on? You know what I'm saying? We know they wasn't in New York because New York ain't got no grass and no trees. So there it go right there. There it go. There's nothing else to talk about. Why would they have this on and they ain't got no grass and no trees? You know what I'm saying? What they need this for? Why would they need the overalls? You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. When it's a concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Concrete jungle where dreams were made of. There's nothing they can't do down there in New York. Concrete jungle. Girl, the people girl, the people wasn't up there flipping around like that on that concrete, girl. You gonna get one of them to bust their head. Them people wasn't up there. Ain't nothing but concrete all around them. Girl, y'all crazy. Y'all is crazy. Okay? They come from the South, so the name stays here. The name stays here. I just want to say that part. And when I say New York, I'm not talking about upstate New York. Y'all got grass and trees. I'm talking about that concrete jungle. They say if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. That's what they say, allegedly. That's what they say. Now we gonna move on because I love my New York people. I love my New York Negroes. I do. And do love y'all down to the ground, but I had to put that part out there because most people don't give props to where it really originated from. It come from down here, you know what I'm saying? That's where it come from. The name stays home. It got my daddy blood on it. Now I keep telling y'all that. All right, now let's move on. Look at Amanda. She even typed like she from New York. West New York got mad grass, yo. I like when y'all say mad grass. Oh, and bozo. I like when y'all say bozo too. I'm just saying with y'all. Y'all got a little speck of grass out there. Y'all ain't got no Lowe's and no Home Depot though. Nah. All that grass, y'all ain't got no Lowe's and Home Depot. Where the Lowe's and the Home Depot at? If y'all got all this grass, show me to the Lowe's and the Home Depot in New York City, boss. I need to see it. Bring me down to the Home Depot or the Lowe's. Show it. Give me the Lowe's. Drop the Lowe's. Show me where the Lowe's and the Home Depot in New York City. In the boroughs. I need to see the Lowe's and the Home Depot. Now, if I see the Lowe's and the Home Depot, then I'm going to take it back. I'm going to say, you know what? I was lying. I was wrong. You know, whatever the case may be. Show me the Lowe's and the Home Depot. Yep. Right, abundant. They just got trash cans. Now, who's selling, y'all just got trash cans, baby. Them poor kitchen trash cans, girl. Shout out to the mayor. Shout out to New York. All right. They say they got them all over Queens, Brooklyn, and Manhattan. The illegals hang out there looking for work. Oh. Shout out to New York. Y'all, New York, this ain't about y'all. Let's move on. Allegedly, y'all, they got a Lowe's and a Home Depot. Allegedly. Heavy on the allegedly. I want to show y'all something, y'all. So, Dr. Umar is a fraud. And guess what else Dr. Umar is? Or guess what he ain't? Guess what he ain't?
He ain't even from Acorn.
His people migrated here from Cuba. I'm about to let him tell it.
Peace and love, black families. The Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson, live and direct. I'm here in Cuba. We down on the South Coast having a good time, really enjoying myself. You know, I have a great grandfather who was from Cuba, who migrated to the United States of America. I had the blessing of meeting him prior to his transition unto the next level. And so it was an honor to meet that great grandfather of mine. He was Cuban. And so it was important for me to come. You know, as someone who studies the ancestors, it's always important that I visit the homes of my ancestors and connect with that great energy. It's always important that I visit the homes of my ancestors and connect with that great energy. As you know, Cuba was one of the first Caribbean islands to begin the enslavement of African people, and it was one of the last Caribbean islands to ultimately eliminate slavery. Cuba had slavery up until, I want to say, 1885, 1886, something like that. But be that as it may, you know, my great-grandfather was only one in a long line of Africans who I am related to by blood through Cuba. And I'm quite certain that I'm a descendant of some of those enslaved Africans who were brought here to Cuba to work the sugar plantations.
There you go. There you go. His people from Cuba. And then who I told y'all be in charge? The doggone foreigners. I keep telling y'all. He from Cuba, girl. His great-grandfather came over here from Cuba. And he was over there trying to get coochie in Cuba. Cuba coochie. I can't even say it. Cuba coochie. That's what he was over there looking for. You know he the Prince of Pan coochie. Okay? So, with that being said, of course he has a movement. He's a foreigner. Duh. He's a foreigner. Now, his daddy had a few words to say. He did a podcast 5 years ago. Mind you, and 5 years ago, they were still looking for the school. Let's start that first. Let me say this before I play this video too. Dr. Umar, daddy look younger than Dr. Umar. Girl, where they do that at? How Dr. Umar daddy look younger than him? Look at Dr. Umar daddy talking about the doggone, what you call him?
Of the money, because the last that I heard, maybe 2 years ago, Dr. Umar said that he raised about $700,000 or $750,000. Why not just show the people, like, look, this is the money, I haven't touched it? Because without him showing that, then you leave the door open for people to come out, like you just said, to say, okay, he don't really have a so-called job, so he must be spending the donation money. What do you think about that statement?
I think you're 100% correct. I totally agree with you. And that's one reason why I came out. Just like when I came out with some other inappropriate things that I saw. This is inappropriate. And I don't think that I have to be his father to speak on this. I think that just as another black man is disillusioned by someone who claimed they were going to do something and it didn't come out to nothing, I think that this needs to be spoken upon. Now, as far as his motive for not being transparent, I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue.
You hear the daddy? Now, this is 5 years ago. They were talking about 2 years before that. So 7 years ago, his own daddy was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's his daddy. That's his daddy, girl. That's his daddy. That's his daddy. Oh, this is another one. Beauty Dior. He also said he was related by his granddad to Marcus Garvey. Umar be lying. Girl, them people, yeah, the people came out and already said he was lying. They don't know him. Girl, Umar saying anything. Now, it makes more sense why he would say he related to Marcus Garvey. Was not Marcus Garvey a foreigner coming to America telling black Americans to go to Africa? Was he not? Umar's a foreigner too. Now, 7 years ago, he still ain't had the school up. He still ain't had the school up. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. The daddy was spilling tea. Mind you, this is 5 years ago. This is 5 years ago. Pete.
On Umar Johnson and his field in clinical psychology, in particular with children. Can you speak on, to your best of your knowledge, Umar Johnson's history with clinical psychology with children and when the last time he practiced with children?
No.
Can you tell us the last time he was a principal in a school and what school that was?
I'll reiterate again. When he got involved with the conscious community and things of that nature, he was an adult. He did what he wanted to do. He's a grown man. He did not update me on everything he was doing. Frankly, I was shocked when I saw him in all his glory. I had no clue that this is what he had amounted to. Okay, because I travel quite a bit. I had my own personal life, stayed pretty busy. So when I saw what I saw, I was just in a gas. I was aghast by it. And that's why I spoke out for the first time back then. And as far as his credentials, look, I attended my son's graduation. And I'm not going to go through all that again. I've been at his graduation. I was there. I've graduated from college. I realized that you could walk without your papers. I know that. But I had no reason to doubt that he had his degree. Did I see it? No. Do I doubt it? No. That's the best I can say.
So he basically saying he can't confirm nor deny the degree stuff, which has already been talked about. But let me say this too. He said when he got with the conscious community, y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist. I believe that the conspiracy is he got through with Sinetta, and I believe Sinetta hooked him up with the people. I believe that's why he became an agent. I'm sorry. I believe that's why he became an agent through the conscious community, either before he got through there or maybe shortly after. I don't know. That's what is given to me. Now, Black Sunshine says, why are we dogging Dr. Umar? We must be short on topics. No, actually, this is what we do. So welcome to the channel. So what we do is we sift out people who are doing us harm so that we can understand who these people are and how to combat the harm that they've been lying and telling us. Now, I know you might like Dr. Umar because he's funny on TikTok, but at the end of the day, Black Sunshine, at the end of the day, anybody that's not good for my people, I'm going to talk about them. Okay, so that's what we do over here at Voodoo Doll TV. Okay, now it's not about being short on topics because, girl, I could just get up here and give a story time and I still get the people in the building. So it's not about that. Ultimately, at the end of the day, there are things to be questioned about him. Hell, the school is one. It's been 10 years and we still haven't opened the school. He was talking about doing a 20 versus 1. Now, if that offends you, Black Sunshine, I invite you to leave the live and come back when we're talking about something else, when you're not triggered by a person who don't even know you exist. You get it? If us talking about Dr. Umar offends you, then you can come back when I'm not talking about a person who triggers you. When it doesn't, you can come back when I'm talking about a person who don't trigger you, even though he don't even know you. I hope you didn't give him money for the school. And if you did, you might want to call and report your car stolen. Okay. Now, thank you, Black Sunshine. I appreciate you. Now, that was 7 years ago, 5 years ago. I'm sorry. Okay. That's what that was. 5 years ago. Now, let's move on. There's one more I want to show y'all. Then we're going to move on to New York, because I have some questions for New York, for the black people in New York, for Acorn in New York. I can't believe y'all let them people do this to y'all. But let's get into this last clip.
Opportunity, to pictures up, with a key going into a door. We all kind of thought that was the date. So after that, it seems like, you became vocal once again and spoke out. So what would you like to tell the people, in regard to that?
Well, let me say first and foremost that I have the utmost confidence that my son is going to open the school. I'm disappointed in the way in which he's disseminating the information about it. Definitely with the lack of transparency to the donors and those who truly believed in this mission. I will have to be honest. I personally don't care much for the conscious community, quote unquote, whatever that is. I'm still trying to find out what that truly involves. But what I've known, I've been extremely disappointed. And this is an example of it right here, with this situation here. But also, I wanted to say that I think my son truly believes in what he's doing. I think he's not getting a bad shape from the community, because I think he should be held accountable. I've watched videos of especially young ladies, talking about how disappointed they are in what has not transpired just in the announcement of the school and the money. And I'm not going to sit here and say that he isn't responsible, because he made himself responsible. I'm not here to put any kind of, as y'all call it, shade on him in any way. I am a person that donated to the school. I'm a disappointed donor. This is a public issue, not a private one. And the community has a right to be heard. I've seen some of the postings since January the 1st, and only one I have seen has been pretty vague, speaking about paperwork or something to that effect. I haven't seen anything since then that refers to the school and the money. I haven't seen anything. And believe me, I've been combing the internet probably 23 hours a day now since this started. Reason being, because I'm really disappointed, and I really feel bad for the people who have put the effort, the time, and the money into this, and to me, have not been dealt with respectfully.
All right. So the daddy done donated to the school too. This was 5 years ago, and they didn't get no answers back then. Hey, Jamel. They didn't get no answers back then. Hey, Shima, I saw you say hey, but the video was playing. That's his dad. Now, I'm not going to lie. Somebody said it in the chat. I wouldn't out my child. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I'm not outing my child. I don't care. I don't care what she did. I don't care what she... But listen, as a donor, he felt like, yo, like something crazy going on. Like I say, my conspiracy is, let me back up. I always tell y'all, never throw the baby out with the bathwater. What does that mean? When it comes to Dr. Umar talking about only procreating with like people, when it comes to Dr. Umar talking about child psychology, he rarely misses. He's really good on that, especially the child psychology. He rarely misses. That man is great when it comes to child psychology. So do not take that and be like, well, I'm not listening to nothing. That's why you gotta always take what you can get from people and then leave the rest. Okay. When it comes to him giving advice or speaking of child psychology, he rarely missed. The man is crazy. He's crazy good, is what I'm saying. But when it comes to pushing this Pan-African narrative that Black Americans never benefit from, that everybody benefit from except Black Americans, that's where he lose me. Okay. That's where he lose me, because now we got to be Pan-African, or as he call us, American Africans. But we gotta give to everybody, and ain't nobody giving to us. Yesterday he was on here trying to check Kendrick Lamar, talking about, I know you didn't try to separate y'all from the Canadian blacks. We didn't say nothing about the Canadian blacks. If you feel played, bust ahead. If you got caught with a stray, oh well. Okay. So with that being said, listen to me, and listen to me good. There are things that you have. This is why I need you guys to be aware. This is why I need you guys to be aware. Don't be sending these people your money. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, if you're gonna donate, make them give you a receipt. Don't send that nigga no cash app. Make him give you a tax receipt. See, that's how you account. That's how you make sure somebody accountable. Let him send you a receipt so you can file on your taxes and say you, because you don't have to be a business to do that. You know, if you loan some, not loan, if you donate to any cause, you can file that on your taxes. Make that. Why? But he taking cash apps. He taking cash apps. Red flag. Now it's been 10 years and the school ain't up yet. But then he goes around the country doing speaking engagements, getting pan coochie, right? And then he comes back to us and tell us, oh yeah, y'all need to what? How is it tax deductible? But listen, when it come back to us, we got to give everything of ours to the rest of the Pan-Africans. No, because they not even Pan-Africans. Them people are leeching off of us. They're vultures, literally flying over us like we're prey. They know that we're not them, but they know that we think we're all the same. So what they do is come in and they basically go, oh yeah, we all the same. Yeah, let's come on, hang out. Let me say the word nigga. Okay, cool. I'm a cosplay like you. But when it's time to separate, when it's time to say who's who, I'm not you. I'm this, I'm that. I'm this, I'm that. That's what I got from it. The daddy saying he got played out his money too. But this is what I'm trying to wake you guys up to. You have to be mindful of these people. Don't just look at their skin color. Your old folks always say, all skin folk ain't kin folk. That is a revelation. Do you hear me? That is a revelation. All skin folk ain't kin folk. Just because they look like you don't mean they are you. Dr. Umar said out his own mouth, his great-grandfather came from Cuba. He is a Cuban. And the daddy looked like he might be he might be a Negro Rican. Just because he has the same skin color don't mean nothing. Now, I'm not discounting all the things that Umar has done for the community, because Umar has helped. Same with Sinetta. I'm not downplaying all the things Sinetta did for the community, because Sinetta has helped. But what I'm telling you guys is that hurt is going harder than the help. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. That hurt goes harder than the help. It's light on the help, but heavier on the hurt. That's it. That's literally it. And I need y'all to see that. I absolutely need you guys to see that. That's what this is about. Waking you up out of the stupor. Waking you up out of the stupor. All these foreigners are the people who are guiding us, but we never knew it because we seen them as black people and just thought, okay, yeah, they one of us. No. I'm trying to wake y'all up. Radiant Sunshine says, I'm still trying to figure out why his school is in Wilmington, Delaware, and he's from Philly. Supposedly still has an office there. Well, when is he ever at the office? And let me say this too. I don't know how far Delaware is from Philly because I don't be up there. But they say it's a black town. I don't know. You would think he would do it in his hometown. I don't know. I would, if I would open up a school, I would do one in New Orleans. I wouldn't do one in Georgia. I mean, I love Georgia, but I wouldn't do one in Georgia. I would go back home to help my people. You see that tribalism? You see that tribalism right there? I would go back home and help my people. This is no shade. That's why I didn't have a problem with Kendrick Lamar doing his set. You know what I'm saying? With all LA people. That's his tribe. That's his tribe. That's how I go. So I don't know why he would do it in Wilmington, Delaware. Y'all 30 minutes from Philly. Okay, so they down the street. The school is in Wilmington, Delaware. I don't see Black Sunshine no more, Medusa. If she is, get her up out of here. Or get him or whatever up out of here. I didn't know it was that close though, y'all. But I want to show y'all something else before I get off of here. And let me say this too. I had went on a live yesterday and they were trying to windmill. Didn't I tell y'all they was gonna windmill for Tariq Nasheed going over there to Vlad? Didn't I tell y'all? Now, mind you, we was all on one accord in the back, in the bike. You know, we had already canceled Vlad. Didn't I tell y'all because Tariq Nasheed is going, his followers are gonna find a way to windmill for him because they're going to say, oh, because that's because they like him. It's almost like the church people. Church people are full of crap. Church people say they go to church for the fellowship and for the Lord, but the moment they find out they pastor been sleeping with that little boy or got that lady pregnant or been cheating on their wife or been gambling or buying prostitutes and whatnot, then they say he's just a man of God. He's a man of God. Don't put your mouth on a man of God. And they say what else they be saying? He's not perfect. That's what it is with Tyreek and them. You're not really following the church like you say you are. You're there for that man. You're there for that man. And it's the same thing with FBA. They're not even, he literally is contradicting his whole FBA message by going back to Vlad. Everything he ever said about putting foundational Black Americans first, everything he said about, he literally contradicted when he go on to Vlad. Because it has been established and set in stone that Vlad is a culture vulture that take, and we were no longer dealing with Tariq Nasheed. And then there go Tariq over there sitting down by Vlad because I guess the money pay good. That's crazy. But there go the FBA people windmilling with their head down. Well, Tariq gotta go over there because the Black people don't give him no platform because the Black people see he's full of crap. That's the same thing they did with Marcus Garvey. Black Americans did not rock with Marcus Garvey because they knew he was full of shit. They see Tariq for what he is, and this is the worst. This is what I don't like about Tariq. Tariq playing on my people's heartstrings because he knows for a fact that we feel like we've been done wrong, and we have. We've been done the worst on this land. Do you hear me? We have been done the absolute worst on this land. And he plays off of that and got us in this never-ending circle of reparations for slavery. I'm talking about it's just, and we just going around in a circle, marching every year, going around in a circle, marching every year, and he know good and well the circle never ends. That's my biggest problem with Tariq. Love what he doing with the hip hop thing. Love what he. That's it. I don't know all about that buck breaking stuff, but I love what he did with the hip hop thing, and I like the fact that he's talking about separating us from the others. But everything else, I feel like he's putting us. He's leading us into the burning bush, like Martin said. That part I don't like about Tariq. That's why he can go sit down with Vlad after we already canceled this. I'm about to say something bad. After we done already canceled this man, he go sit right down over there. That's sad. But I want to get into this. New York, I have a question. Now, we spoke about this on the channel before. The Puerto Ricans, they didn't like y'all at first. And I kind of knew that, but I didn't really know that. You know what I'm saying? Type T's. I kind of figured it because I was like, I know how these people is, and I could look at what they were doing in 2024. Now they around here talking about Puerto Rican this, Puerto Rican that, Puerto Rican did this, Puerto Rican did that. And see, my Black Americans from New York, my Acorn people, y'all think because y'all go in them people bodega and y'all sit on the stoop together and eat spam, y'all think that y'all really cool with them people. But them people ain't never really messed with y'all. Now I'm from New Orleans, I'm from the South. We only foreigner we had was the Vietnamese people, and them people stayed over there and we stayed over here. We didn't mix and mingle. We didn't live next door. To this day, we don't live next door to them people. Them people be over there. The only time we know them, we deal with them people is when we go in their stores. You know they're gonna give them some stores. The only time we deal with the Vietnamese people is when we go to school or when we go to the stores. That's it. So I was wondering, and I know New York is big and they put a lot of people on top of New York, but I was wondering, I was like, how they get so cool? Because I know for a fact the Puerto Ricans don't deal with niggas. The Puerto Ricans don't deal with niggas. I know they act like they deal with niggas, you know, but they really don't deal with niggas. You got to catch them on Mad Day. That's why Erica Mean around here calling people monkeys. You know what I'm saying? You just got to catch them on Mad Day. The two ways you find people to tell the truth, Mad Day and a joke. I keep telling y'all. So nevertheless, shout out to Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar had this brother on his panel. I can't remember his name. And they were talking about the origins, girl, of how it really was down in the New York place. Now, if you're on here and you're a Black American and you're from New York, somebody help me out, okay? Because like I say, it's foreign to me that y'all were so close because I'm from the South. I'm from New Orleans. It was white people, Black people, and Vietnamese. The white people was over there. The Black people was over here. And the Vietnamese people was over there. We didn't eat together. We didn't skate together. We didn't do none of that. We didn't roll with them people didn't roll with us. Only time we ran across them people is when we went into their stores to buy Chinese noodles, as we used to ignorantly call them, even though them people ain't Chinese. But we used to go in there and buy Chinese noodles and pickles and whatnot. Other than that, and even then, you go in there, you buy your stuff, and you go home. You go to school with them people don't hang with you, you don't hang with them. They over there playing soccer and jump rope with rubber bands and stuff. They over there doing day thing. We over here doing ours, being messy, fighting, you know, cussing and acting a fool. Them people stay over there. We stay over here. So when I seen y'all was so close and so tight, that kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, how they get so cool with them people? But again, it could be ignorance because I ain't never lived on top of no Vietnamese person. And no Vietnamese person ain't never lived on top of me. So pardon my ignorance. But I'm just saying, it always made me think, like, what in the world? So with that being said, Tiff said the Blacks are outnumbered by foreigners in New York. I believe it. Honestly, but that was done on purpose, Tiff. I wish you would have been on here one of them mornings I talked about this. The government literally did that on purpose to drown out the original people of that land, which is, you know, New York and all of that stuff. That was done on purpose. That was literally done on purpose, and it sucks, and it's working. You know what I mean? And the ones who are there don't even know that they original Black American. A lot of them, because they all, I'm mixed, or my daddy Jamaican, or you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So I want to show y'all this video. I want to show y'all this video from Lord Jamar talking about this, him and the man. And this really blew me, girl. I was like, I got to talk about this tomorrow. Look. Now, mind you, the video is from Red Supreme reacting to Lord Jamar's video. And this is how I know. They're going to say something about how the Puerto Ricans dealt with them over there and how they dress and all that stuff. And Red Supreme is going to basically say it was the same thing on the West Coast. That's another group of people I don't understand. Shout out to my California Acorns. But I don't understand. I'm sorry. My brain don't calculate. But let's get into it.
The whole thing was started by when in the 70s, when the Puerto Ricans came to New York, they believed that they were going to be a part of the great white America.
Oh my God, the same way with the Mexicans. When Puerto Ricans came to New York City in the 70s in larger numbers, Latinos was marking white on the census. They wanted to be accepted amongst white society. But the difference with Puerto Ricans is you had some of them who were Black. What did I tell y'all about the Mexicans on the West Coast when they fought for the right to be white? They fought to be legally white. They did it. All Latinos fought to be legally white. They did. They did the same thing on the East Coast. The Puerto Ricans fought to be white at one point. The Mexicans on the West Coast fought to be white. I'm not making this up. Do your own research. Do your own homework. You ain't got to take my word for it. All these Latinos, whether they was on the East Coast or West Coast, at one point in time, they all fought for the right to be white. They did.
On our channel, we put some of the pictures, and you see that the Puerto Ricans had all of these hundreds of thousands of colors, right? And they had high waters, and they would have these pointy white shoes, patent leather white church shoes, and that's it. So now we see that as young kids, and you think we're not going to snap. So when we snap, they hating us even more. See, this is the catch, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be straight up with you.
Okay.
I love.
We got to get to these questions, but go ahead, finish this.
Okay.
Get to
Right. The whole thing was started by when in the 70s, when the Puerto Ricans came to New York, they believed that they were going to be a part of the great white America. That's what they
even to add to that, a lot of them had like sugar fields and shit like that, which they ended up selling, right? And they thought that they were going to be rich
when they came in.
When they thought that, oh shit, I sold my sugar field, I'm going to be rich, and so they came to America not knowing that the price of living and all of that was higher and all of that,
much
higher than it was over there. And they probably fucking thumbed their nose at, fuck you, I'm out of here, I'm going to America, I'm gonna be rich. And they're like, okay, you know what I mean? And then when they got over here, they realized not only are you not rich, not only are you not going to be treated like white people, but you have to now get on welfare, and we're gonna put you in the projects with the very people that you look down upon.
Yeah, we're gonna put you over there with them black people. They thought they was gonna have white privileges until white folks said, nope, go over there with them. Go over there to them projects with them Negroes. You're not moving next door to white folks. You're gonna move in the ghettos and the projects with Negroes. You're not gonna move next door to white folks. Hell no, white folks wasn't going for that. They sent them Puerto Ricans and Mexicans to the ghetto. Hell no, you weren't going to live next door to no good old white folks. White folks wasn't going for it.
Right.
Historically, you know what I mean? And shit like that, which they ended up selling, right? And they thought that they were going to be rich
when they came in.
When they thought that, oh shit, I sold my sugar field, I'm going to be rich. And so they came to America not knowing that the price of living and all of that was higher and all of that.
Much
higher than it was over there. And they probably fucking thumbed their nose at, fuck you, I'm out of here, I'm going to America, I'm going to be rich. And they're like, okay, you know what I mean? And then when they got over here, they realized not only are you not rich, not only are you not going to be treated like white people, but you have to now get on welfare, and we're going to put you in the projects with the very people that you look down upon.
Right.
Historically. You know what I mean? Because there's racism within their own culture, you know, with all these
the darker ones,
all the Caribbean cultures. I don't give a fuck if it's Jamaican, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Dominican, whatever the fuck. The darker are always looked down upon, and the lighter are always looked, you know, better. Like they all are going by the rules of Yaqub. Like they're all. That's why, you know, Yaqub created the devil on an island, on the island of Patmos. So when you find a lot of these island cultures, it seems like they're all following Yaqub's law, you know, as far as trying to lighten the demographic by hating on the darker skinned ones and making being light more appealing. And that's the same shit that Yaqub was doing.
This is very important because this literally solidifies everything I have been saying. I got to break this down. So the brother said when they first came over here, they fought to be white. Do you know why they fought to be white? Not because of their skin color, because of the status. Do you know why they fought for that status? Because that's what they told them to get them to come. Listen, the government a dirty bitch. Look what they did. They went to them Ricans and the Mexicans and they say, hey, y'all come to America, the land of the free. They got all kind of things. You're going to do good. Sell all your, they say sugar fields, not pills. But they were saying sugar fields. Y'all sell all y'all stuff. Listen, y'all sell all y'all stuff. Come up here. Y'all going to live the dream. But when they got here, they put them right in the hood because them clears who was here said they can't come here. They say they can't come here. So they put them right on top of the Negroes, right? So now there's a sense of resentment there because I'm better than them. You told me I was going to be white. Remember, it's not about the skin color. It's about the status. It's a status thing. It's not about the skin color. We know genetically they conquistadors, they clear. We know they skim milks. They're not whole milks, they skim milks, let alone just milk. But it's about a status situation. So when they sold all their stuff and came over here, them people lied to them and told them, we are going to put you at a status above the Negroes that are here. But they got duped because when they got here, what they realized was, you put me right next to these niggas. That's why they mamas and them didn't like y'all when y'all was outside playing and y'all couldn't go upstairs to their house. Now y'all can go outside and play, but you know how this according to Lord Jamar, I didn't say it. Lord Jamar said, hell, when they was growing up, his friends that was Puerto Ricans, they couldn't even go inside them people's house. The mama was, and they'll tell you, oh, my mama don't want to let you come upstairs because the mama was already resent. The children don't know. They just got here. The children don't know, but the mama knows the government played us. They put us on top of these niggas, and we supposed to be better than niggas. Not just the Ricans, the Mexicans too. It's funny, again, two people who don't know each other have the same experiences. I seen people in the chat saying, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. Same thing on the West Coast. Same thing in California. That's why there's an underlying resentment there because they thought that they were going to be here and be better than you. Turns out the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Now, what the government did give them, and it's not just the Ricans and the Mexicans, it's all of them. What the government did give them was their status. Now, their white status don't work like the whole milk status, but it works better than the black status. It works way better than the black status. Do you understand what I'm saying? It don't work. The white card don't work as good as the whole milk white card. It's kind of like the whole milk white card is an American Express black card, and the white card for the Hispanics, that's like a Chase there's no. That's like an Amazon credit card. Like you can only shop on Amazon with it. You see what I'm saying? That is like you get what I'm saying? You can get whatever you want, but you gotta go to or Best Buy. They card only get them certain things. Does that make sense? Right. That's why when Jocelyn got arrested, she had white on her paperwork. Somebody argued me down and was like, oh, she didn't put that down. They put that down. Listen, that is their status. They fought and they paid for it. They earned it. So they don't have the black card, the American Express black card like the whole milk. They got the store card. Yes, Simone, they got the store card, but yet and still it is a card because Negroes ain't got no credit, no card, and barely got cash in their pocket. Does that make sense? Now, another thing I wanted to break down. Then he said, So a boy said, yeah, they came over here and they thought they was gonna be better than us. They fought for the status of white. Well, they won it because you lied. You told me we was gonna be white. We gonna be white. Now the people said, okay, we gonna let you be white, but we damn sure not letting you move in our neighborhoods. Y'all gonna stay over there. So this is why when he said they used to like laugh at the people, the Puerto Ricans and how they dress. Listen, how in the world? How in the entire world can they influence us in any type of music genre or anything, period, when we taught them how to dress? We literally taught them how to dress. Them niggas, y'all ever seen the movie Scarface? Remember when Tony Montana first got off the boat with his homeboy? Remember they was dressed looking crazy and the clear man was like, you dressed like that? Or who it was? The first man who they met them. He was like, y'all dressed like that? And he was like, what's wrong with this? They looked a hot ass mess. They looked a hot ass mess. We taught them how to dress. Stop being messy. Thank you for the super chat. MIA gives them everything, so they stuck up here. Oh yeah, Miami, another melting pot. Miami is another melting pot. That's another one. I forgot about Miami. That's another melting pot. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, son, for the super chat. We must fall out of love with our oppressors or their henchmen. Hypocrisy needs to be checked. Dominicans and Ricans don't rock with Acorn in New York. I'm just finding this out, son. Son, I'm just finding this out. Like, because I'm thinking the way Negroes in New York, in Philly, not Philly, and California, the way Negroes in New York and California act like, oh, it's cool, let them say the N-word, and not all of them, I'm talking about the ones who do. The way they so cool, I'm like, how, Sway? How? How, Sway? Thank you, Nadine, for the super chat. Do people not realize the USA didn't include the Italians and Irish people until the 1930s? Talk about it. 30 census. They didn't even consider them white enough. No, at all. At all. And see, that's another group of people that the black people in New York like to emulate. And not all. I'm just saying there's some people. You know what I'm saying? But they emulate these people because they think, oh, we have a common what do you call it? What that boy told me, the boy I was talking to, I said, why y'all let the Puerto Ricans use the N-word? And he told me, he said, shoot, they just like a nigga. They grew up with us. They was poor with us. They treated them just like they treated us. I said, but what does that have to do with you letting them use the word? They share a common struggle. Does that make sense? But them people know they better than y'all. That's why as soon as they got on their feet, they were able to tell y'all to kiss the back of their arse because they understood they never messed with y'all anyway. They wouldn't have been breakdancing with us in New Orleans. I'm telling you, if hip hop, as it's stated, was created in New Orleans, I'm telling y'all now, they wouldn't be out, they wouldn't be dancing with us in New Orleans. They would not be dancing with us. They wouldn't have their hands nowhere on it. And we have culture in New Orleans. Them Vietnamese don't have no, they were out, they can't even fix their lips to say they did a goddamn thing for that culture down there. But again, different experiences create different mindsets. Thank you, son, for the super chat. In California, Spanification is real. They are pitted against us in every arena, jobs, housing, politics, and even insisting on being at the pop-up. Great topic for Educational Friday. Absolutely. And again, you know why they have this sense of entitlement that they have? They have that sense of entitlement. Thank you, son, for the super chat, because they have that sense of entitlement because we've given them that. All these years, we give. That's all we do. So now you finally say no, and they're looking at you crazy. They're throwing a hissy fit. We talked about this yesterday. Thank you, Sassy Brown, for the super chat. I remember Latinos were doormen for the rich on Fifth Ave and were uppity as F to black people. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Sonia Matthews, for being a member for 3 months. Boo, remember on Sanford and Son when Fred didn't like Julio? Fred knew Julio was trying to take over, but Lamont was welcoming anyway. Girl, don't get me started. I just saw that episode, girl. I just saw it. Y'all remember when Julio, the Puerto Rican, came over there, he had the goat. And Fred couldn't stand him. Fred was like, get him out of here. Like, I don't want no Puerto Ricans in my house. Da, 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 da. Fred knew that them Puerto Ricans were foreigners coming there to take things from the Negroes. You know them black jobs, everybody was on there hollering, black jobs, what is he trying to say, black? That's what he knew. And Lamont, being a nigga, like how we are, welcoming, oh, leave him alone, Pop. He's all right, Pop. No, he's not. Julio only playing nice with you. Soon as Julio get a leg up, Julio gonna tell you to kiss the back of his ass. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Hit the like button, you guys. Thank you, Miss Parker, for being a member for 3 months. Listen, Fred Sanford had foresight, and he knew that this wasn't a good thing. No, we don't need to intermingle with them people. Let them people go do whatever it is they got to do. But Lamont, oh, well, come on, Pop, stall him out. Pop, Lamont, lay your push brum mustache head ass down and listen to your daddy. You know what I mean? Thank you, Bella B, for the super chat. New Yorker here, and at my last job, a black Dominican and Albanian said the N-word, and the Dominican gave the clear a pass. But if I say spick windmill, girl, I would have stopped that Dominican. How you gonna give a pass for something that ain't yours? Don't you dare. But again, it's such that melting pot up there. It's that melting pot up there. You know? Thank you for the super chat. Angela says they carried the crates record and hung around. Of course they did. They integrate and then they infiltrate. Let me say that again. This is not my words. Malcolm X said it. They integrate and then they infiltrate. That's the plan. We just so duck goose to see it. We just be like, oh yeah, they want to be friends with us. Okay, yeah, come on, you can come spin on your head like us. Come on, let me show you how to spin on your head like a spinning top. Now they around here telling you ain't create shit. That the same people look you in your face and tell you ain't got no culture. Ridiculous, ain't it? Now it was something else he touched on in here about them Ricans. The status for white. He said they thought they was gonna be better than us. How they dressed, I can't remember. Listen, this is not a divide or a divisive conversation. It's not nothing to say, hey, don't be cool with people. This is all I'm saying. When you open that third eye, when you understand, when you open your eyes, because see, we've been walking around, so we've been sleepwalking for a long time. It's time for us to wake up. We've been sleepwalking for a long time. I need us to get up now. When you understand who you are, independent of nobody else, I'm talking about no other race, social system, class, or nothing. When you understand who you are, it is so easy to identify who they are. And when you can identify who they are and you understand who you are, then it makes you move different. You're not going to be as inviting to Julio. You're not letting Julio and the goat come live in your house because you know Julio is playing nice, but Julio, as soon as he get his chance, gonna pop you in the back of your goddamn head. Julios are now being the new police. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation. See, at first y'all was worried about the whole milk. Oh, no. The new police is going to be the skim milks. Hope you're ready. And guess what? They're going to do you dirty. You think they're going to do you better? You think Julio, because y'all grew up together, you and Pedro jumped double dutch down the street. You think because you and Maria used to jump double dutch on the street corner by the bodega, you think Maria ain't going to slam your son down to the ground? Do you believe Maria ain't gonna slam yours? And she gonna know who he is too. You don't think Maria and Pedro ain't gonna stop your son and arrest him for nothing? You crazy than a road lizard. Do you hear me? You crazy than a road lizard. They play like they cool with you. Them people don't roll with you, baby. Them people don't fuck with you. Let's talk about it. Them people don't fuck with you. That's what I like about the Vietnamese. Shout out to the Vietnamese. The Vietnamese came and said, I ain't trying to mess with y'all. I don't want to skate with y'all niggas. I don't want to eat with y'all niggas. Y'all go over there. They gave us our little land over here back in Michoud. We gonna stay over here. Y'all stay over there. And guess what? Everybody came to a mutual agreement. You got it. And everybody went their separate ways. Shout out to the Vietnamese. They know how to do it. Shout out to the Vietnamese. Them Vietnamese people went over in their corner, we went to ours, and then they left us alone. But some about the Ricans in New York and the Mexicans in Cali and all the other the melting pot down there in doggone Miami just blows me to smithereens. But again, pardon my ignorance, because to me, it looks weird to me. Okay, it looks weird to me because that's not my experience. That's a form of ignorance on my part. So pardon my ignorance. I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm just ignorant on seeing it. It was weird. It was really weird to me. My mama had to sit me down. I said, I don't understand why them niggas is so cool with them Puerto Ricans and the Mexicans and all that shit. What is going on? My mama told me, she said, baby, you got to understand, them people lived with them people. They grew up with them people. She was like, y'all ain't grow up with other people like that, so you don't understand. And I said, you're right. But the government did it on purpose. And it wasn't just, let me say this too, it wasn't only to replace you. It was so y'all can procreate and mix the blood up too. Oh, yeah. That was to mix the blood up too. That was to diminish the Aboriginal Black American blood that was there before. That's what that was all about. That's what it was all about. Thank you, Stop Being Messy, for the super chat. The Cubans in Miami, horrible. Did used to get their butt jumped in high school talking crazy, and I went to school. We stayed away from them. Yeah. Girl, them people is them. Listen, them skim milks about to do us a job. Y'all thought the whole milk was the problem. Shit. Watch when them skim milks get up there. Watch when them skim milks get up in there. Thank you, Belinda, for the super chat. Voodoo, you are a jewel, and I love how you go for Acorn. Thank you so much, Belinda. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Disrupting Reality NYC. What's up, girl? Thank you so much for the super chat. Currently, there are a lot of free training programs for medical jobs here in New York City. The catch is you must be bilingual. There you go. Look. Let me run that back. Currently, there are a lot of free training programs for medical jobs here in NYC. The catch is you must be bilingual to qualify for these programs. Black people better wake the F up. Half is the new NYPD is Latin. I told... Girl, I don't even know how I can really explain this no more after already saying what I said. Y'all better wake y'all crazy ass up. Wake your duck ass up.
Wake up!
Please wake up.
You think they put that there by coincidence? You think they put that there by coincidence? Listen to me, and listen to me good. I need all y'all to put on your listening ears. Everybody put on your listening ears. Get them out your pocket and put on your listening ears. This live done went too long. I'm about to get off of here. Them people, there's a reason why they open them gates and open all that stuff to let them people come over here. First of all, don't ever believe that Black Americans are a minority, because we're not. We're not. We're nothing alike. We're absolutely nothing alike. Y'all get the lights up. Thank you, son, for the super chat. Y'all get the lights up. We're not nothing. Listen, we're not the minority. We never have been. They opened them gates for reasons, multiple reasons. Number one was they need them to now be a person over you, because they are dwindling out. The whole milks are dwindling away. They almost gone. The whole milks will not be here like that in 50 years. So they need a new front runner. Now the Asians gonna be they're gonna be the ones who run. They're gonna be the ones who run it. But the enforcers are gonna be the skin milks. Now they might come into your city and start out. Listen to me. Start out driving the Uber, or start out driving the cab, or start out, you know what I'm saying? Doing the little I 1 2 yin job. But you got to know this part. They will be your police. They will be your judge. They will be your everything, your landlords. They will be all the things. They gonna take the place of the whole milks. They're definitely gonna take the place of the whole milks, and then we are gonna be subjected to that group of people because we are going to be conditioned, even though we are not the minority when they come to them folks. But they're gonna enslave us, re-enslave us in the mind to be conditioned to be scared of them folks, just like we scared of them clear people. And when them skim milks come around there and lay down the line and lay down the hammer, all we gonna do is shut up and play ball. Watch, 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 watch. Watch. Them people about to do Negroes. Y'all thought them clear people. Y'all thought the whole milks was bad. Watch the skim milks. Watch. Peep the skim milks. And we gonna talk about it. This was done by design. This was done by design. Remember, when them clear folk first came over here, they didn't want nobody over here. Nobody. They only wanted them. The French, the French, the British, they didn't want no other clears over here. Just the people, the Dutch in the east, the French in the Louisiana area or the Louisiana Purchase area, the English, they only wanted them people over here. And they came over here to give you Jesus Christ. When they got over here to give you Jesus Christ and they realized it's too many of these Negroes, I can't unalive them all because it's too many. We need other people to come in here and kind of regulate and kind of balance it out. Then they open up the floodgates for all the other folk to come over here. But that was way later. They were doing them 2 by 2s. Asians, they let the Asians come first. People don't want to talk about that. They let the Asians come first. They let the Asians come first. That's why when people say, I remember Asians say, well, my ancestors helped build the country too. And black people was like, no, they didn't. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They let them over here first. Or at least one of the first ones. You know what I'm saying? Then after the Asians come, then they started letting all of the weird clears come. You know what I'm saying? The ones from Switzerland and all that kind of crazy stuff. And then way in the 1900s, let me go back. Columbus came in 1492. DeSoto, I want to say, came in, I forgot, 15, I can't remember. But look, it took them to the 1900s to let the Ricans and the Mexicans up. Mind you, the conquistadors had already took over Mexico, so they had already ran Mexico. It took to the 1900s to let the early 1900s to let the Ricans and the Mexicans and all the rest of them people come up. And Africans, that's why I can't stand the gall on them bastards, because they didn't even want y'all to come at all. Do you hear me? Black people fought in the 50s and the 60s, do you hear me, to get you niggas over here. And the gall and the audacity for y'all to come to America and look down on us, y'all some dirty, rotten, fly around the face having bastards. I don't care what nobody say. If it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't even be here. And y'all do us like that. But black people, that's our fault. How the saying go, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Something like that. Shame on me. That's where we at with it. Shame on me. We fought for them people to come over here. Because if it wasn't us, if it wasn't for us, girl, them people would have never let y'all over here. Them people would have never let y'all over here. That was our duck ass. That was our duck ass. They didn't start letting y'all niggas come over here to the 50s and the 60s. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And then you come over here and hold your nose up. But again, that's our fault. But we were indoctrinated to believe all the black people, we're all the same, but especially by the 50s and the 60s. Oh, we're all the same. That's my brother. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Now look where it's at. Now them same Africans do you dirty. They own the stores. You go in the beauty store. They own the store. They look at you just as bad as the clears. They look at you just as bad as the clears. They handle you just as bad as the clears. And y'all around here, black people around here, it frustrates me with my people. And I pray every night that the Most High don't make my heart numb to niggas. But I ain't gonna lie, my people is messed up. My people is sick. Because I'm watching these people really drag this whole black jobs thing as if it's not a real thing. What is the black job? What you trying to say? Nigga, anywhere you clock in at, Because guess what? That's where them people about to take your jobs. Wherever you clocking in at now, that's a black job. And guess what? Them people about to take it. You got to know that part. You got to know that part. Your child ain't gonna be able to get a job. You ain't gonna be able to get a job. And guess what that's gonna turn you into? Guess what that's gonna turn you into? A slave. Is it calculating yet? Y'all got to be strong. Y'all got to be strong. All that kumbaya holding hand and ugly ass shit. Man, y'all got to stop with all of that. I ain't saying have no beef with nobody. I'm not saying that. But you got to put you first. I don't give a damn about no migrants. I don't care. I don't have a care in me to give. I don't. I got too much to worry about with my folk. Because guess what? That's what they do with theirs. They worry about theirs first. Why we got to worry about y'all's first? Why we can't worry about ours first? Thank you, Disrupting NYC, Reality NYC. The young black kids can't even get entry-level jobs here in NYC because when the foreigners get in position of power, they only hire their own people. There you go. There you go. And there you go. It's already starting. Y'all can take this lightly that them people is over here. Bad enough you paying for them to be here. The money coming out of your pocket and mine. Every black American in America, that's why they're taking the tax money to pay for these people to be here. Okay? So bad enough we already footing the bill. Wait till they get on their feet. Oh, wait till they get on their feet. It's gonna be a time. And if niggas is gonna be so docile and just sit there and take their lick, then we just gonna have, it's a big lick we gonna have to take, but we gonna take it. And the people gonna do us dirty. They never liked you. They never cared about you. To my East Coast, West Coast, and Miami people, anywhere where there's a melting pot, I just know them three is top three. East Coast, New York City people, and New York people, West Coast, California people, Miami. I need y'all to open y'all ears the loudest. I need y'all to open y'all ears the loudest. Them people never fucked with you. Hey. There's three. There's the New York people, the California people, and the Miami people. I know you cool with them. I know y'all grew up together. I know y'all went ate roast compolio or whatever y'all be eating together. I know it. Them people ain't never fuck with you. Watch. My mama said this, and I'ma leave y'all with this. My mama always said this. And she was talking about the whole milks. But now I'm seeing this apply to everybody. See, back then, in Louisiana, we really had a problem with the whole milks. But see, now I'm feeling like the whole community, you know what I'm saying? And not just the milk community, the other ones too. But neither here nor there. Look, the Africans in particular. But look, my mama always said this, and then I'm gonna get off of here and let y'all have y'all evening. You think them people really cool with you? You think them people your friend? She said, on the day that they able to pick slaves, watch you be the first one they pick. Okay? Now, your same friend who you think is cool with you, gonna be the one who choose you as their slave. Now, don't let that go over your head. Don't let that go over your head. It's bigger than what I said. It's much bigger than what I said. My mama say, you think them people, she was talking about the whole milks though, but see, now I'm opening my eyes, and this is everybody, it ain't just the whole milks. My mama said, and my mama is a very intelligent woman. My mama said, you think them people cool with you and y'all friends? On the day they able to pick slaves, watch your so-called friend be the first one to choose you. Watch. And with that being said, I'm getting off of here. I appreciate everybody in here. Make sure y'all like the video on your way out the door. Okay. I need y'all to please just do me a favor. Just start paying attention. Just start paying attention. Just start paying attention, okay? And Amanda Seals, bitch, if you on here, don't say nothing I just said, because that will be stealing my content and going on Instagram and saying it. Nappy. Girl, let me get off of here. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to Joce y'all up out of here, y'all. I'm about to get off of here. It's been too long. I got things to do because I'm about to try to go home. And I'll talk to y'all later and see y'all later. Love y'all down to the ground. Shout out to Acorn and all our Acorn supporters. Love y'all down to the ground. I'm getting off of here.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.